Well, hello there. Thanks for checking out my videos. You can like and subscribe, of course, but more important than that, let me just say right off the bat, my camera broke, so I can't reverse it. I can do this, but then I won't be able to show you this, right? And so, anyway, I'm just going to do this. And this is John, right? Chapter 17, verse 9. And it says, I pray for them. This is Jesus. See, it says right there, they added a heading. That heading is not actually in the Greek, but the translators add that there for our clarity, and it's actually pretty helpful in most cases. Sometimes it's distracting and takes away from the flow of what he wrote or sent to us in the Word. And so sometimes people separate this from this, right? It's actually all one thought. But anyway, it's kind of cool. So here's what it says, verse 9. I pray for them. I'm not praying for the world, but for those you have given me, for they are yours. Now let me ask you this. If Jesus could have a hyper focus on those around him, and he himself, the very God of the universe on earth in human flesh, if he did not spend time praying for the world, it says right there, I am not praying for the world, but he focused his prayer on those that God had given him. Why can't we? Why do we spend so much time praying, oh Lord, please give us world peace. Please help this guy get elected. Please do this. Please do that. Right? What about the people that God has placed in your life, maybe under your leadership umbrella, those that you can teach and make disciples? Don't forget Matthew 28:19. If I turn there real quick, right? Really kind of hard to do with one hand, but Matthew 28, so we'll start with 18 actually. Then Jesus came to them, the disciples, and said, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, and you've heard this probably 1,000 times, but when you see the word therefore, it means that you find out why the previous words are there. What are they there for? It says, therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you. And surely I am with you to the very end of the age. You see my notes there? Yeah, discipleship. So I'm on this kick right now, and I think that the entire Bible supports this. Jesus and Paul and Peter, they all had small groups of disciples around them that they poured into, and they focused primarily on those people. They put all their energy into those people. Yes, they went around, they did other things, they spoke in the synagogues, the crowds came around them and all of that. But they put the majority of their energy into individuals that were very close to them, that God had placed under their care. You too have people around you that you can care for, that you can disciple. And that is the biblical pattern. If I look in my word right here, this Bible, right? If I look in that, I clearly see the pattern of you growing up, me growing up in my faith, and then discipling other people. And so if you have not been discipled, it's your job to find somebody who you can learn from, a teacher, a pastor, a discipler, a mature person in the faith. And if you are mature enough to teach others, or you can do both, go out there and do that. That's the Great Commission. See that? Well, here we go. Here's one of those headings. Right? Again, this is not in the Greek, but that is what it's been called for as long as I remember, obviously not into Christian antiquity, but in recent history, that's the title it has been given, the Great Commission, because Jesus sent out his disciples to do that. So I challenge you to do that today. Think about who's in your life. Pray for them. Forget about the mess of the world for a day and focus on what God has given you. And let's see what we can do. God bless. The Great Commission.